Okay, and we're live. So welcome everyone who is here already in the chat to our second live Q&A about migrating to Germany. This is a place where you can ask your questions about coming to Germany to study or work. And I will try to answer them. I hope everyone is doing well wherever you are. Here in Berlin, it's actually beautiful weather. I know you cannot really see it. I'll try to show you. Yeah, so the way it works is that if you have questions, just put them in the chat, and I will just go from there. If I know the answer right away, I will tell you. If not, I will research a bit and give you the answer. And this stream will be then put on the YouTube channel so people can look at it afterwards and learn from what we are talking about today. So if you have any questions, then just feel free to put them in the chat box and I will do my best to answer. Just put it right here. Okay. Okay, we have the first question. It is from Katrina John. Hi, I'd like to know about MBA in Germany. I am from India. So this is actually a question that a lot of people ask, and there is sometimes a bit of a confusion about MBA, so a Master of Business Administration and a Master of Science in Management. So since those two are often mixed together, I will first make the distinction between the two of them. So an MBA is more geared towards people who already have some work experience. So they have their bachelor's degree done a couple of years ago and they worked for a while and now they want to take their next career step and go maybe into management at work or find a new career path in a management related topic. They usually it is originally meant for people who didn't study business in their undergraduate degree. So if you would look at an MBA curriculum, there would be a lot of very basic business subjects, topics that are taught. On top of that, there are a lot of case studies and interactivity. So case study type work is very big in MBA classes. So you have a problem that is often inspired or actually happened in a real world environment, and you in a group of your peer MBA students are trying to solve it. So the MBA is essentially a general business degree for people with work experience who did not study any business related topic in undergraduate degree, but maybe they were an engineer and now they are working in the company and they really don't want to be working in their specific technical field. They might want to go into a more broad management role. That's when they would be going for the MBA. And the MBA is, of course, an invention that usually originally happened in the US. So the big MBA programs you will find in the US. And now, over time, this has come to Europe and especially Germany as well. So you will find a lot of MBA programs that first started at private business schools in Germany. And I would still say that the best MBA programs in Germany are at private business schools because all MBA programs at the end will cost you something. So there are MBA programs, but they will come at a cost as well. So MBA usually is something that you pay for. And that is a difference to a more how can I say the more public university-based Master of Science programs. The Master of Science program is for you almost immediately into the master degree. So they say, okay, a bachelor is not enough for me. I want to get a master degree to have a better options for my career start later on. So I will do additional 2 years of it and get my master's degree. Usually they don't have a lot of work experience between the bachelor and the master, and maybe 1-2 years maximum. And then the master degree is then also more specific. So you could have a master degree focusing on management or innovation, entrepreneurship. all types of different business areas. So the Master of Science would also then be a little bit more research based. So for anyone who would like to do research in the field of business later on, which is not the majority of people, but there are people who do it, the Master of Science would be the appropriate one. Now, I've explained a lot about the differences. So, Katrina, which category would you say you are in? Are you saying you want to get an MBA because you didn't study business and now you want to continue? You have some work experience. Okay. Okay, so you are a commerce student. So you are currently enrolled in university studying business. Is this correct? Yes. So if that is the case, then a Master of Science program would be, or Master of Arts program would probably be more suitable for you, because I assume that you don't have a lot of work experience. Oh, okay, you've already done a master's in finance. Okay, so you have a bachelor's in business and you have a master's in finance. Do you have any work experience? One year. Okay. And is there any specific field or area that you would like to broaden, deepen your knowledge? Or why is it that you would like to get a further degree? Is it what are the reasons for getting? Are you interested in one specific area that you want to focus on? Or what are the reasons why you want to get a further degree on top of your master's in finance? Okay, you need to settle in Germany. So your primary goal is to come to Germany. Is this why you want to go for a degree? Okay, so you want to get a student visa. So your main goal is to come to Germany, and for that you would like to have a student visa. I mean that's I mean you're talking about a life decision here. Is it what do you want to do career wise? Like, do you want to find a job in Germany, or what is it that you want to do with your? Would you like to stay in your field, or I'm trying to get an idea of why you want to come to Germany, what you want to do with your life, so I can maybe answer your question more specifically. Okay, so you would like to stay in your field. So you would like to get finance-related jobs in Germany. Of course, yeah, India has lower salary than Germany. So have you ever, because I'm thinking, so if you, yes, so in Germany, you probably will get paid more than in India. Also, you have to pay more for living in Germany as well. But in general, of course, you would be better off financially. So if this is the main goal why you want to get an MBA, I wouldn't get an MBA, because MBA costs a lot of money if you want to actually do an MBA. So if you were to The question is, if you were to study in Germany, would it improve your chances of getting a job in Germany? And from my experience, I would say that if you have a master's in finance already, this is already a good starting point. The way that you get more employable everywhere and also in Germany is not, especially nowadays, it's not necessarily through a degree. It used to be that way, that if you had a degree, you had basically all the options free. Nowadays, there's inflation of degrees. Many people have degrees, and just getting a degree, and especially from a certain school, used to give you a sure shot of a career, but not really anymore. And in Germany as well. So many people often ask me, what are the rankings of the different universities in Germany for different degrees? And I have to say, yes, of course, there are rankings that are done by magazines and stuff like this, and also student satisfaction. But in the end, it's not like one university and one university degree from that university will give you all the chances. That is not the case. So it's a much more level playing field. What I say are the most crucial elements to get a job in Germany are skills, work experience, interpersonal skills, and language skills. Speaking German is extremely important, extremely important. There are some jobs like IT development, anything with data science, those kinds of IT related jobs where you can get jobs without speaking German. But even with them, your level is limited at some point. But in any other profession, it is super important to speak the language. Do you speak any German right now, or have you started to study German, or where are you this right now? Okay, so you are planning to study German. Okay, so yeah, this would be, I mean, study. I mean, if your goal is to come to Germany and work in Germany, this is absolutely the number one priority. There's no, you should start as soon as possible. As soon as possible, you should start to learn German. It will make everything easier for you in the long run. Now, if you want to work in Germany, you would need to get a level of B2. B2 is usually what is required, or what is a good level to have to start off your career in Germany, and then go further with this. So now just to recap your situation, you are in India right now, you have done your master's, 1 year of accounting experience, you want to come to Germany to study finance. Your initial question was to get an MBA. I would say MBA is definitely not for you. This is not something that is would be beneficial to you, and because you have a very specific field you want to go into, it is too expensive, and probably they will need more work experience from candidates. And the MBA programs that don't require work experience are not the ones that you should be applying for, because they're not worth the money usually. Studying in a master's program, now that you don't speak German right now, would limit you to English-speaking master programs. Of course, for those, the competition would be higher. If you would get admitted to a master program in Germany, you would have then time to kind of get used to life in Germany, and you would probably improve your German while you study here. A Master of Science takes around 2 years usually, so you would be prepping yourself for a career in Germany, but that would mean that you would have to also learn German while studying, even in an English taught program. The question is if you want to, I mean, what if you would get any further knowledge by studying exactly what you already studied, just with a second degree. I mean, you could say that you come to Germany, study the master program in your field, and then try to get a job in Germany, or you get work experience in India, learn German to a really good level, and then try to apply for jobs in Germany. So I would say these are probably the two main roads for you. So actually, there are three roads. One would take longer. So you could learn German as well, and then try to get into a Master of Science program taught in German. So would have high chance of admission because there would be less people, or there would be more options for you. And then you would study in a German taught course for 2 years and then enter the workforce. You could try to somewhat more immediately get into an English taught Master of Science program, then study in Germany in an English taught program. You would have to that's about learn on the side to then enter the job market in Germany, or you could get some work experience maybe in your home country, learn German, and then find a job in Germany, for example, by coming here on a job seeker visa. That's a visa that allows you to come to Germany for 6 months to look for a job here in person. So that would be advantageous, of course, in comparison to being in your home country trying to look for a job from India. So these would be the options. Not to mention that if you graduate from a German university, you automatically have then 18 months to look for a job in Germany afterwards. So 18 months a residence permit, and if you find a job that is suitable for your profession, you will then get the residence permit. So I would say these are the three main ideas or the three main paths I would see for you. So I don't know. Is there any preference from your side? Like, what would you prefer out of these three? What would you say? So if you attend a German university, you graduate from a German university, you get an 18-month window to find a job in Germany. And when you have found a job that is suitable for your position, let's say you have a degree in finance, if McDonald's would offer you a job, you would not get a residence permit for that because it doesn't match. Like your qualification is here, the job is here, so it wouldn't match it. But if you have a finance position in Germany, you would get a residence permit for employment or a blue card, depending on the level of your salary. In those 18 months after graduating, you can work in any job. So you could work in a McDonald's, you could work in a store, you could work for a newspaper, an online business, anything. So anything to finance your life during those 18 months until you have found a job that is suitable for your career. So this is what every international graduate from a German university gets by graduating from university. But of course, this would be then in the future because before that you have to study for 2 years to actually graduate. Oh, there's a hello to Lisa from Berlin as well. So I think I need to go with exploring finance more for better. So do you mean exploring finance programs or jobs? Finance programs. Yeah. So I'll put the link to our Facebook group in the chat, so you can join, and you can always come there and ask further questions down the road. But well, actually, we can, since you are getting a one-on-one session right now. Actually, I can. First, I give you a link to a very good website where you have an overview of all the study programs in Germany. There are very good filtering options where you can filter according to your preferences. So I will send you the link. You can use this yourself. I will just quickly, for you now, filter for programs that might be possible. So I would look at, first, one question. Do you only want to study at public universities, or are private ones also some that you are thinking about? So main difference is that private universities you have to pay money for. Public universities, true, but very little. You only have a couple of €100 per semester for some semester contribution, but you would get something for. But at the private universities, it would be a couple of €1,000 per semester. So private universities also something that you would consider, or do you only want to study at public universities? Oh, thank you, Lisa, for the feedback. We appreciate it. We put a lot of effort into the videos. Public universities, okay. So I will use the website I just sent you, which is hochschulkompass.de. So anyone watching this video afterwards, this is a website that is both in English and German and English as well, and it lets you filter your preferences. I cannot screen share at this moment. For the next time, I will also screen share so you can see how to do it. Basically, I will now look for you, Katrina. I will look for a finance program as a master program taught in English at a public university. Let's see. I'm not quite sure how many there will be, but there might be some. Finance, master, English, and okay, so it shows that there are 44 results. So there might be 44 programs that could be suitable for you. I will send you the link in the chat as well, and we'll see. Okay, I already see. Again, hochschulkompass.de is, I would say, the #1 source for finding a suitable study program in Germany. There's also DAAD website, but I like the filtering options better for hochschulkompass.de. So it is a public website, and it has all the information. It's not always exactly what you're looking for, but you more or less always get what you need. Okay, so I will send you the link to it. There are also some MBA programs in it and some law programs. Don't consider them, but there are some programs for finance that are taught in English at public universities. Okay, there are. To cut it down. 1 second. And afterwards, I will also do that for a programs that are taught in German. And you will see that the number of programs are a lot bigger. Many more programs that are also taught in German. So you have to think about it. You will not be the only one from around the world who wants to study in Germany and who doesn't speak German and sees that there are English-speaking programs and then applies for them. So naturally, if supply is smaller and the demand is high, there is a lot of competition for them. So for people who will have applied for English-speaking programs and have not gotten admission, I mean, there could be a number of reasons why that was the case. So maybe the formalities of the application were not correct. Maybe the wrong documents, the deadline was missed, something in their bachelor's degree didn't match. But oftentimes it's a good strategy to learn German to also then be able to apply to the German-speaking programs, because there's so many more of them, and the competition for spots will be much, much lower. So this is also a tip for anyone who has been trying to get into English-speaking programs in Germany but couldn't manage to do so. Learning German is the key. You will need it anyways afterwards to have a good life in Germany. So I'll send you the link for it, and you can look at it. So can I apply for multiple courses at the same universities? Yes, you can. You can apply to as many programs as you want. Most of the time, universities are now handling their international applications through UniAssist, and so UniAssist is a public central organization that handles all the international applications for a good number of universities in Germany. And for each application, for each specific program application, you have to pay money. So this would come at a cost, but you can apply for multiple programs in the same university. I think. I mean, I will check, but usually it's always okay. So yeah, so usually it's the case, but I would always check on the website of the university itself whether or not that is possible. So it shouldn't be a problem, but like always in Germany, you have to look individually at the website of the university. It's a very diverse environment, and there are a set of rules that apply to all universities, but then for the details, and the details matter in the application, you have to look into each university individually and see what they require, how you should send in the application, in which format. So this is, in general, whenever you want to apply somewhere, you always have to very specifically look at what the universities say. But usually this shouldn't be a problem to apply for multiple programs at one university. So, and what I said I will do is then also I send you the link for all the English-speaking programs. I will send you the link for all the German-speaking ones as well. And this is 117. So you see that it is almost triple the times of programs in German than in English. So this is obviously, you would see that competition would be then lower if you would be able to study in German as well. So I will send you the second link, German taught programs in finance. Okay, so you now have the overview of what the English taught programs are and also what the German taught programs are. So you have all the resources to look into which university or which path or which program might be the best suited for you. I hope this gave you a more clarity in your question. So again, coming back to your initial one, I don't think MBA is something for you. I think getting a master's degree in Germany or maybe getting more work experience at home and then learning German are probably the more suitable options for you. Do we have any more questions? So we have 3 people in the chat right now watching this. Let's see if there's. Okay, so if any of you has any questions, just put them in the chat. Unless, Katrina, you have any questions? Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to help you out. And again, for everyone, here is the link to our Facebook group that you can join. And if you have any further questions for anyone watching this as well, just join. And there are also other people besides me who have some knowledge that can answer it, but I will also be there to answer your questions. So, all right, thank you, Lisa. Yes, please do so and message me if you have any questions. Well, I would say if there are no more questions from anyone, I would say that this was it for today's Q&A session. And I think it was valuable. I think the question of MBA and getting a master's program, or actually why you want to come to Germany, should you work, should you study, what should you study, where should you look, is something that is relevant for many people. And I get this question quite often. So I think this was a good example. So this is the last chance. If anyone else has any questions about coming to Germany, migrating to Germany, please feel free to put them in the chat. I will do my best to answer them. If not, I will do research afterwards and give you some feedback. Okay, we have two more people that joined. Hello, welcome to the session. If you have any questions about coming to Germany to study or work, feel free to ask them here. Okay, I'll put the timer. Now this is the last minute of our chat. So just a last reminder, we have a Facebook group where you can join and ask your questions. And in the group, we will then also post the first version of our app. So all the knowledge that was built up for the course of the last years, months, will be put into an app so that people who want to come to study or work in Germany have a place to go where they can see what they can do with their background, what they have to work on, what their options are, all the steps they need to take, where to find the information, and who can help them along the way. So the whole process of coming here is made easier and more smoothly. So if you join the group or the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will be updated about the progress of the app. And if there's a first version, it will be here announced that people can join as first testers. Okay. This was the account. I thank everyone for participating today. Thank you, Katrina, for posting your question. I hope this helped some people out who are watching this afterwards. And for now, I say a nice day to everyone, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye.